everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's Manning's Giants going up against Bortles' Jaguars. With that, let's head up the road to Jacksonville, Florida. Standing by are Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the New York Giants and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Now a play fake here on first down. And his first look is incomplete. Will tie the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Offensively, the starters for the New York Giants, and one guy that's definitely hoping to stay on the field more this year, Victor Cruz.
And they would love to have him on the field. Just 6 games played over the last 2 seasons, starting with that horrific knee injury. And then when he came back last year, had a calf injury that sidelined him for most of the season. He's trying to get back in form, and the Giants would love to see that.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And time to take a look at the Jaguar defense.
No surprise at all that a Penn State linebacker named Paul Posluszny usually leads his team in tackles.
So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. To Shepard, complete over the middle. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Obviously, they didn't get everything they wanted on that completion, but they put themselves in a spot where you've got to at least think about going for it. I know where we are on the field, but still, you've got to think about it, don't you?
Give him 6 on the play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Shift together here from the D-line. Now a former Jaguar. This is Rashad Jennings. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play. So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, in that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
Now they'll throw it with Manning. They go screen play with Jennings. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Manning. A dump off to the flat for Perkins. A gain of 4 on the play. And look at this. They're keeping the punter on the sideline. They're going to go for it here on the opening drive. Manning indeed going for it on 4th. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. 22 yards on the pickup there. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Ooh, long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there and swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain. Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter. Now Manning throwing on second down. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
After all the preparation, all practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Working from the gun, Manning. He finds Beckham complete. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal.
Well, that's the kickstarter right there. Eli Manning finding his guy, Odell Beckham Jr.
Yeah, it's a deadly combination, isn't it?
It really is, but what really makes it work is just how unflappable Eli is with his demeanor, able to maintain his calm and his poise.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Rashad Jennings taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll come out in the pistol. Here's Chris Ivory with his first carry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. But they face a second and long to start things out. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Now Bortles throwing on second down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking to get it to Allen Hurns that time. And that takes us from second to third down.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
Throwing his Bortles on third down. But he's got it to Hurns. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. Week 15 for Marquise Lee. That was interesting. Held to 0 catches, but a 100-yard kick return, so he balanced it out okay.
Almost like he was back in college at USC because he did so many things for USC that way. Whether it's a kick return game, catching passes, he was a threat every time he touched the football. But how about the season he has been having as a receiver for Jacksonville? Leads him in receiving yards, which I think is a little bit of an upset. Most people thought it'd be Allen Robinson or Allen Hurns. The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. And it's still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. Bortles going to try and throw on third down. Underneath to Ivory. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And New York set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove. He's got a man, complete. Manning to Beckham, a big play there. And even 50 yards. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Here's Jennings on the toss. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I thought guys that were over 30 weren't supposed to run the football this well in the National Football League. How about that veteran leadership? A big-time run combined with some nice blocking by his offensive line, showing that the ins and outs of being a veteran still has his place in this league. His odometer is not totally turned over yet.
Now a play fake here on first down. But now the ball comes out. Manning lost it.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Manning to throw on second down. And this is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Rashad Jennings. And it's third down. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. On third and long, it's Manning. Caught left side, it's Beckham. Week 15 saw OBJ have another one-handed catch, just like on the cover of Madden 16, and you've got a great stat on him, don't you?
Yeah, how about what he's done in his short time in the NFL? 3 seasons. 3 seasons over 1,000 yards, and 3 seasons over 80 catches. The first person to do that in NFL history. That's absolutely amazing.
And Gold is able to put it through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So a good kick there, and they wrap up the drive by putting 3 on the board.
And you know, let's face it, you're not always going to come away with 6. Defense in the NFL are just too good. But you've got to come away with something. And there, they get 3.
Jacksonville coming back out on offense. They made a coaching change shortly after their loss in Week 15, but Let's look at what they have to build on going forward. This year, all is lost. As they go forward, what do they have to build on?
Well, I think you look at the defense to start off, okay? I think that they did a nice job in the draft. Remember last year, Jalen Ramsey was a top pick for them playing out on the corner. Miles Jack came in to help them. They got Dante Fowler back from injury. Then you flip it over and you say, okay, what's going to happen with the quarterback? Blake Bortles is the key to everything for a new coach. If they get things right with him, this team has a chance to get better in a hurry.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Bortles will try again on 2nd down. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. Marquise Lee as the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars are back within a score. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the 2nd quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well. So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the 2nd half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it? Absolutely.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green.
On 1st down, Bortles. Over the middle, the connection to Hearns. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But
this is
going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Bortles. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Charles, I have to bring up something you told me about last week. You often find hidden talents with a lot of these guys in the NFL. And Baltimore kicker Justin Tucker, he's a heck of an opera singer, and he's very good at singing some holiday tunes, isn't he?
He certainly is, and when he sings, he captivates you. Because I've actually seen him on video in the tails, right? I mean, he looks fantastic, but he sounds even better. And not only that, how about what he's done on the field? 10 field goals of 50 yards or more this season, which ties a record set by Blair Walsh in 2012 when Walsh was a rookie.
But seriously, go to your favorite search engine. Just put in Justin Tucker Opera. You'll be blown away.
Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Now that run, that's exactly why you stay with the running game. You don't abandon it totally. You stick with it, keep telling your guys to stay motivated, and they found a crease on that play.
Bortles now to throw. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Malik Jackson there to make the stop.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They go play action for Jennings. Now Manning. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. Pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it. And in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Throwing is Manning on third down. It's his target, the tight end, Will Tye. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll send Beckham alone to the left side. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Manning now to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. That one good for 12 yards. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
And some room to work. And he's got it across midfield and down to about the 47-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Back now in Jacksonville. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Now Manning out on the right. This is Cruz. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Manning going to try and throw on third down. He finds Beckham complete. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Time running out here on the play clock. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively, not a real surprise there in the dive. Manning. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And able to break one tackle. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And Gold is able to put it through, and that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the fourth.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give him some breathing room and lets him build up a little cushion.
And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better. And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Bortles. He finds Hearns left side. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 45-yard line.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play really nice.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7. They run again with Jennings. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Back-to-back runs that were stacked up. Offensively, now you've got to think to yourself, do we change blocking assignments? Do we change formations? Do we change looks in order to try and get the running game going?
possession. It's Manning fighting through. He sets to fire deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And fourth down coming up.
Brandon, what we just saw there is something we hear from coaches throughout the league. How are you going to defend what they call the moment of truth ball, meaning a 50-50? The ball's in the air, defender's there, receiver's there. Who's going to make a play on the football? And in this case, the defensive guys actually got it done and knocked it away.
7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. But their hope.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Landon Collins. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. And New York set to take the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They'll send Beckham alone to the left side. To throw is Manning. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal.
Yes, indeed. Eli Manning to Odell Beckham Jr. When they do it over and over, they usually win games.
Yeah, and you know the video game Madden, right?
Of course.
Yeah, that's why it's a big reason that Odell Beckham was on the cover in 16 with the arm stretched out, that famous one-handed catch.
Yeah, he did that a lot, didn't he?
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Throwing is Manning. Flush to his right. And he's got his man. Beckham. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham from 6 yards away. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now Gold for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room, get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes coaches say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And the offense lining up first and 10. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. From midfield, here's Bortles. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's brought down. 13 yards there on the pickup. And it's good enough for a Jacksonville first.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. So, Charles, are able to complete what so often seems to be elusive, a shutout in the NFL. And maybe what's fitting is they ended the game on the field, that defensive unit on the field. What an exclamation mark.
And probably felt like they could go another 60 minutes without anyone putting points on the board against them. That's the confidence you gain throughout when you're pitching a shutout. And they're going to leave the stadium feeling like they're all 10 feet tall.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we sign off from Jacksonville.